The Florida Keys and Key West, one of Earth's greatest treasures. A 2,800 square mile national marine sanctuary, known for some of the world's best fishing and diving. But that's just scratching the surface. There's history, the arts, great food, and some very colorful characters. The Florida Keys are made up of 5 distinct districts: Key Largo, Islamorada, Marathon, Big Pine Key and the Lower Keys, and of course, Key West. Each is unique and tied together by a single road, the scenic Overseas Highway. So no matter where you stay in the Keys, you're never too far from everything else. Life starts feeling better the moment you reach Key Largo. With the rugged natural beauty of the Florida Everglades in our backyard and the pristine underwater world of John Pennekamp State Park down below, Key Largo is a world of stunning contrasts. Spectacular living coral reefs and sunken ships like the Duane and the 510-foot Spiegel Grove make Key Largo the dive capital of the world. And naturally, the fishing here is incredible. But there's so much more to explore on dry land, from nature and wildlife refuges to local artists and festivals, even an historic district in Tavernier. Key Largo, where every day ends with another taste of heaven. Imagine this: 2 oceans side by side, home turf to the most sought-after game fish you could ever hope to hook. We're talking tuna, sailfish, and marlin in our Atlantic, permit, bonefish, and tarpon in the backcountry. No wonder people from all over the world come to Islamorada to fish. And you don't have to be an expert angler to hook a trophy. Of course, with all those species and all that beauty, this area is a paradise for divers too. When you finally come up for air, you can cruise over to the Lignum Vitae Botanical Site or visit Indian Key, where nature and history come together. And in Islamorada, fresh jumbo stone crabs are served with a side of art and inspiration. Marathon, in the heart of the Florida Keys, is a land of legends where pirates once roamed, where the diving is clear and inviting, and fishing records are set and broken all the time, where boating is still a way of life. You'll find places where you can actually swim with dolphins, and you can learn about the local ecology at the museum. The new 7-mile bridge runs parallel to the historic old bridge, which was used by Henry Flagler's mighty railroad on its way to Key West. And on Pigeon Key, you can see the old conch houses where the railroad workers lived. So as you can see, while Marathon is in the middle of the Keys, it's by no means middle of the road. Welcome to Tranquility Base. If Big Pine Key and the lower Keys don't mellow you out, you might consider professional help. Here, you can dive the incredible living reefs of Lou Key or the wreck of the Adolphus Bush. Put your boots on and go hiking in the Great White Heron National Wildlife Refuge or the Key Deer Refuge. Explore the natural beauty by kayak at Watson's Hammock and stake out a campsite under the stars at Bahia Honda State Park. If you truly want to get away, Big Pine Key and the lower Keys is the perfect escape. There's no place in the world quite like Key West. This is an island city of Victorian homes, gingerbread conch houses, and even mansions listed on the National Register. You can immerse yourself in history at a variety of museums and landmarks. Or you can simply immerse yourself in the sparkling waters offshore. Many legendary people have enjoyed life in Key West, like playwright Tennessee Williams or John Audubon, who came here for the sport of hunting and became one of the world's greatest conservationists. But without question, Ernest Hemingway is Key West's most famous resident. Papa lived here, worked here, and most definitely played here. Now, Key West is not a big metropolis, so no matter how you choose to get around, the pace is unhurried and unpressured. Key West has several theaters and its own theater festival, plus wonderful symphony orchestras, a variety of galleries featuring unique local artists. And you'll quickly discover that artistry in Key West comes in many forms. Remember, your visit to Key West won't be complete without checking out the historic community of Bahama Village and taking in the nightlife on world-famous Duval Street. And you can't miss the sunset at Mallory Square, a spectacular show that only happens in the city where freedom of expression was perfected, Key West.
Oh, let me stay just one more day by the deep blue sea. Another day in the Keys, just you and me, where I wanna be, wild and free in the Florida Keys.